Hello guys, this is Deathdealer and welcome back to the third episode of our Space Engineers Survival series. I'd like to thank you all for your support so far. I've had a lot of very brilliant comments recently and I'd like to thank you all. Another thing, a lot of you who watch this series aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you are actually enjoying this series, why don't you hit the subscribe button and like the video to, show me that you do. Anyways, today, what is the plan? Well, as you saw in the last episode, we built this mining ship. Now this mining ship has several flaws. I won't be able to eliminate all of them because nothing in the wide universe is without flaws, but we will eliminate some of them. We'll also be messing about with our power systems because I have been AFKing for quite some time and it's taken me maybe about 18, no that's a lie, not 18 hours, maybe about 7 or 8 hours to get everything charged up. So everything on the base and also in the mining ships. We need to address that. Also, all these little batteries and stuff, I don't think they actually function all that well, so we're going to need to do some testing with that. Anyways, let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's get started with these upgrades. So what I'm planning on upgrading is we need to get some more backwards thrusters. One of the commenters in the last episode recommended that. So we'll place them, in and around the cockpit area. We need more power, which I'll have to work something out. And yeah, just more thrusters in general for this thing. We'll get to the power system and all that stuff later on because wind turbines can be very frustrating. Anyways, yeah, let's get some of this stuff done. So we need steel plates, construction components, large steel tubes, and I can't carry any more of that stuff. That's fine, we'll just build the rest of it later on. Right. Let us get some atmospheric thrusters. There we go. Now, I don't actually know how I'm going to do this because is like a group of say 9 atmospheric thrusters better than 1 large thruster? Let me know in the comments. So what we'll do is we'll do... Oh yeah, add another thing to the depth counter. I left creative mode tools on for getting those extra nice thumbnails when I'm doing that stuff because playing in the dark's annoying. Right. Okay, so there we go, we've got 9 thrusters facing back the way. Will that be enough? Probably not. We also have an additional 3 thrusters facing back the way, so that would give us 12. It would be nice to have some more, so what we'll do is we'll put them right up here, so we'll just put an extra 3. That should do the job. In terms of gyroscopes, we don't need anything. Power we do need a lot more of. So what can we do here? Because I'd like to keep it, fairly small, but since we've extended this area anyways, what we can do is we can get the battery up. So I'm going to try and avoid using the small ones because I just don't think they're worth the price of them anyways. Can we do this? No, we can't. But we can do this. Now that means we could put 2 batteries here, but that would cause problems. I guess what I can do is temporarily we can just put 1 there and then we eventually build another mining ship, which we're actually going to be doing fairly soon because we'll have a lot more resources to play with. We can design it a little bit better. Who knows, we might actually design our next mining ship in a creative world because that would help out quite a bit. Alright, this could work. How much clearance does this give us here? This gives us 1, 2, 3. So technically we could fit another battery here, but docking the mining ship could be problematic with this. So we're just going to leave it as is. Alternatively, what we can do is we can place a group of 3 batteries. So 1 starting here, 1 over there, and then 1 in the middle, which could work in our favour. The only problem is I don't know what our acceleration speed would be like because I think batteries are quite heavy. What we can do is we can just place them down and we'll build them and we'll see how that goes. And if we decide to use this, what I'll do is I'll cut out the small batteries we have and we'll use that space for something else. Maybe some additional cargo. We'll say that no, we don't actually have enough space for additional cargo. Yeah, I should probably design these ships a little bit better. Right. I don't actually know what else we should upgrade in this thing. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments because I do read all of them. Okay, so we have our battery, not a battery, our beacon and antenna in there. And with this additional power, and the fact that we've charged everything fully, we shouldn't see any power issues straight away. One thing I will do is, even though this stuff isn't fully constructed, I'm actually going to test our batteries right now, because I've had them on recharge for quite some time. So let's just put that one in discharge along with all these small ones, and we'll see what our power system is like. Okay, right, we thought I was thinking there for a moment. Okay, so we've got 1 hour, it's stationary, but then when we move, we have 24 minutes. So it isn't actually all that much of an improvement when the batteries are fully charged. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dock this thing back up. Like so. Ow, that's not how you dock. This is. Turn off inertial dampeners and then switch those batteries back to recharge. I should probably set up a group to do that. Can you do that in the hotbar? Yeah, I'm sure you can, it's fine. Right. Okay, I think that should do it for now. In future, for when we upgrade this further, maybe we'll want some more like thrust forward. We'll just put some extra thrusters below here. And when we'll probably reconfigure this design again, we'll redo all the battery stuff, which should be interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stuff welded up and we'll take it out for a test run. Alright guys, so I've let the batteries charge up for a little bit since we added the new ones. They're almost full, the new ones anyway. The original large one is just charging very slowly, I don't know why. Now hold on, if we go in here and we go to battery, so this is the original. According to this, it's getting an input of 1.28 megawatts. However, as you can see, the stored power is going up fairly slowly. So yeah, I think there's a wee bit of an indiscrepancy between this value and this value, because if that was in fact true, this should have charged up even quicker than what it has been. But you know what, it's fine, we'll just go with what we have. Right, let's change this to discharge, that one to discharge, that one to discharge, this one also to discharge, and then all of these to discharge. Alright, we can now head on off. Let us initiate dampeners, leave the station, and let's see how this movement is. So power is a hell of a lot better. We can actually, do stuff. In terms of slowing down, that's a lot better as well. So yeah, these upgrades have been in fact successful. However, when we design our next mining ship, we'll be, changing some things. Now, I wanted to take this opportunity, this part of the video, to talk about my plans for the immediate future. Now, you see how we've got this massive ice lake? I want to mine a lot of it, because we're going to need a lot of hydrogen, because I want to be able to go all over the system. Right? And to get off the planet, we need hydrogen, obviously. Now, I also plan on making like an orbital tether type thing. The only thing is that can only go up, say, like 20 kilometers before it starts causing lag. So what we'll do is we'll probably build that in a mountain nearby, and that will help us, get into orbit faster, because we can use that to transport resources from the bottom up. So say we have a massive ship, or we have a small cargo ship that goes between the base and there. We put the cargo into the conveyor network on the orbital tether, it sends it up 20 kilometers, and then we send another ship up to collect that, and then we can head up over to space. Now to get to that stage, what we're going to do is we're going to start collecting ice almost immediately. I'm going to set up a massive mining rig, and it will basically mine down, like we'll have pistons and rotors and stuff, and it will mine down into like kind of a circular pattern. We'll also build a few prototypes for the orbital tether, because obviously I won't be building all of that by hand. I will in fact be using some projectors and obviously welders. Because yeah, it's a lot easier doing that, and well yeah, it means that we won't need to constantly run back and forth resources. All we need to do is fill up the cargo containers at the bottom, and then it should be good to go. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that this thing's working. I'm not really good at designing mining ships. What if we do this? Okay. That's fine. What if we do this? Seems to be fine. Yeah. It's all good. Right, I'll see what else we can do in this episode. Oh wait, yeah. We want to do some upgrades over there on the base. Let's get to that. Alright guys, so we're back at the base, and I want to upgrade our power system. Now, I'm a bit confused, because I've been doing a lot of testing with these wind turbines, and the setup we have, well, I don't actually know if it's good or not, but we should have more than enough power to charge up our batteries and also the batteries in our mining ship fairly quick. However, we aren't able to do it all that quick. It takes several hours to fill up 4 of those large grid batteries. So yeah, we need to think of a new system. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some solar panels because, well, solar panels are much easier to work with. And all we need to do is place them. So what we'll do is we're just got to come off this side of the base, right here. Okay, that's not connecting. Hey, come on, connect. There we go. And we'll just build a few of them. Now, I don't know what the power rate will be like with these, but it should be enough. Well, it should do this for quite a while. Come on. Try to get this hitbox placed correctly is a bit annoying. There you go, that's 3. And that's 4, right. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of these ones here because they can only get a maximum power output when it's like midday. So yeah, we can't have that. Let's get this welded up. And then we'll get the last one done. Now hopefully this will sort our power issues for a while. Like basically when we get up to space I will be rushing for uranium. And then what we'll have is we'll have all of our planetary installations will be like using renewable energy. But they will also have like a uranium backup. But our main base will be mostly uranium because it should be easy to get by that point. Alright. And there we go, almost immediately there at full bars. I don't know why that one isn't. Let's give it a little bit of time. It should be getting full bars. The only problem is when it's right out, the sun's right overhead, these won't get anything. But yeah, I think that's okay. Right, what do we need to weld these up? Lots and lots of steel. I just turned off my broadcasting, steel and construction components. Let's get maybe 200 solar cells on the go. Right, so also need girders and computers. So 24 girders, 8 computers. Alright, that's fairly cheap. Right, also the custom mining rig we're going to make, I think that'll be solar power for that. Because basically the idea of it is it'll basically run along these rails on the ground. But it won't be able to move under its own power, it would have to have like a large ship move it. But it should be no problem. But it will be solar powered, which solves a lot of issues. Okay, right, let's get rid of all of this and get these solar cells going. This should be enough to get these 2 last panels online. Okay, I love the textures of these things. Right, what is the power things? Power status, so 2 4s and then 2 3s. Okay, never mind. 3 4s and then the last one will go to a 4 as well, yep. So full power. Okay, let's go and look at the mining ship. We'll look at the current power input. Anytime today, please. Okay, let's look for the batteries. Fully recharge in 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I think it's faster. It seems to be charging faster. So there we go, guys. Mission accomplished. We have done what we set out to do today. I think what I might do, since we've got plenty of time left, is I might start laying out the overall superstructure for the massive mining rig. I won't get anyone else started with it today, but I'll just lay out what I want to, have done with it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with our current progress. Alright guys, now that we've upgraded the base's power systems and the mining ship, we can start looking towards our future projects. Now as I said, I want to build a massive mobile mining rig. Now that mobile mining rig will have a rotating drill head, alright. Now this drill head will be a massive fair size, so we need to actually build the overall superstructure. We'll lay out the boundaries for it right now. We'll actually build it all next episode because I want to get this episode out in time. So yeah, let's do this. So, by my calculations, we're going to need to have maybe 20 blocks out from the centre on either side. So then it's big enough, and then we'll be able to collect a massive amount of ice as well. Because if you just look below us, there is a source of iron, which I do plan on mining. So yeah, let us lay out the boundaries for this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There we go. A little bit of a strange thing there. I was inside the block and I couldn't place it. Makes sense. I do have enough steel. Yes, I do. Right. Cool. Now, as this is going to be mobile, it won't be secured to the ground. In this, like, mock-up we're doing right now, it will be, obviously. But we'll come up with a different system entirely next time. Anyway, let's get this quadrant done as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright. Just looking at this right now, this is actually going to be pretty huge. Damn, that's big. Okay. And then over there we have a little mining ship. So yeah, that just shows you how big this is going to be. And not only that, this is a whole mining ship made. So yeah, I don't think we'll have a problem with ice or island for quite a while. Okay, let's get the second last bit done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh yeah, this has got to be huge. You know what, it should be fine. It shouldn't cause any lag, I don't think. It will take a long time to drill out each individual segment because obviously this is going to move. So what I'll probably do is whenever this is running, I'll probably go AFK, maybe record another game for an hour or two, and then when you're back it should be all done. Okay, let's get this last segment laid out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright, cool. That is that's how big it's going to be. Yeah, it's quite big. I need to think of a system for that. Obviously, since it's going to move, it will have to transfer items. Now, when it basically it'll move along like rails, and each rail will have merge blocks on it at certain points. Okay, and since we also move it with the ship, we're going to need to come up with a way to kind of keep it in line with the rail. Shouldn't be too hard. Anyways, we also need to work out how to move items between the actual moving grid and the rail, because the rail will have a conveyor network which will move back to a central collection point, which will move the ores then from a central collection point to the base via a ship. But we can't just come up with a system using merge blocks and rotors. Did you guys see that over there? An explosion. Okay. Strange. Yeah, this is fine, it's just an explosion, not to worry. Anyways, let's get the mining ship so we can get a true, so we can actually see how big this is. So let's get that on. And since I've charged this up, I'm noticing that its power systems are so much better. But I can still use some tweaks. Okay, right, so yeah, this is a fair size. But I think this is actually a good point because normally in Space Engineers, people tend to use small mining ships for quite some time and then they may invest in a large grid mining ship. That normally only works in a space type environment, but when you're on a planet, kind of small grid mining ships are easier to use. You can still build large grid ones, they're just a pain, they're really annoying. However, ones like this, you don't really see many people building things like this. And yeah, it can be annoying because sometimes if you don't make it so that it moves on its own, you have to dismantle it each time. But I think this will be well worth it for what we're trying to do. Yeah, should be. What I'll probably do in between this episode and next episode is I'll queue up a lot of resources. I'll do some more mining. I'll queue up all the resources we need to build this thing, and then we'll be able to, get it built. The faster we do that, the faster we can get to space, because also the hydrogen that we get from the ice will be fairly nice. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know by voting for both the options in the poll at the top right hand side of the screen. This video has been brought to you by Fazing, one of my Patreons. If you too would also like to support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/DeathDealerYT and pledge as little as $1 a month to help me and the channel out. Thanks guys. Since you're already here, you should come and join our Discord. That is the #1 way to get in contact with me, and we've got a thriving little community over there and we'd be happy to have you. The link is both on screen right now and in the video description. I'd like to thank you all for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.